welcome to the Gray Stage YouTube channel. Oh, this is going to be a lot of fun here, peeps. I can tell you that. We are going to have a lot of fun. Unfortunately, that's not true, but so I'm just testing out the audio, making sure everything sounds okay, but seems to sound alright. We're going to begin a new series here starting very soon, going over the 488 pages of documents. And this is going to be, you can find this all at thegraystage.wordpress.com. It's the first place where you can go to find them. Okay, back up, it looks good. And if you scroll down, all you have to do is scroll down to the bottom, and you will find all of the documents, any documents that you're looking for. All of these documents that you're looking at, they all help prove David Crowley innocent. Guess how many documents there are that prove David Crowley guilty? 0. That's right, 0. Absolutely none. But we're going to be focused here on the BCA 488. Now, this is the most recent document that we got. Obviously, that was a couple years ago. We haven't really been given anything new by the AVPD or the BCA or any of the other law enforcement investigators involved in this case. But there's a lot of great stuff here. I know when I first got this, I did a video that kind of was like a summary over that, and you can still find that on my YouTube channel. And we're going to be bringing a lot of old archive stuff to the YouTube channel, and of course you can always listen to the podcast as well. So running a test here to see how well this stream goes, and testing out our encoder and our audio, the screen share here, and maybe even we'll do a little video at some point too. But before I get started here, definitely want to remind everybody, let's see, let me pull this up. Okay, so make sure to tune in on May 16th around 1 p.m. That is Pacific time, U.S. Pacific time. And we are going to be live on, go to Planet X Filmworks on YouTube. Let's actually do that right now. We're going to be live there. Let me pull up this YouTube. Let's see. Planet X Filmworks. And this is one of our good friends, fellow truther and researcher, Ross Garachi. So let's look at that. This channel. He's been doing some great stuff here on the Zodiac Files, the Zodiac Killer, all that stuff. So we're going to be right here, folks. Just this is the URL in case you need it. But so make sure you join us there. We'll be live. We'll be chatting. We are going to talk about the David Crowley case, but specifically during that show on May 16th, 2021, we are going to talk about David Crowley's 2013 script. We're going to take a deep dive. Now, we did a show with Ross when we first got the 2014 script. That one was more of a police state script. This one is more of a horror film script. You could kind of say Stephen King. This one's more like a Stephen King. The 2014 script is more like a Tom Clancy. That's kind of the way that I view those two different scripts there. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope you'll all be able to join us live in the chat. Check the replay. Maybe we'll simulcast. We'll figure all that good stuff out. But the main thing is we're going to be there talking about this very important case regarding David Crowley. I'm actually going to start. I'm just going to record.
The recording has started.
Just in case. I know last time when we were live, some of the bit rates were kind of messing things up, so I still want to get some of that figured out. So this is a great way for us to just do some live testing, some live streaming. But next, we are going to talk about BCA 488. Now, this is a big, big document. So let's pull this document up 488 pages here. You can find this and download this at thegraystage.wordpress.com. I received this in September 20th of 2018 by the Minnesota BCA. So we got 94 pages from the Apple Valley Police Department, even though Tom Lydon said that he got quote unquote hundreds of pages. Hundreds of pages. Well, we got 94 pages. And if Tom Lydon got more pages than us, that's fine. If he got any pages that would have proven David Crowley guilty, I'm sure he would have mentioned it in his hit piece against David Crowley. Since he didn't, I think it's safe to conclude that once again, like everybody else, Tom Lydon could not prove David Crowley guilty, but had no problem slandering that man. A United States soldier. Just slander him. That's all it is. So, this will be the document that we'll be going through. This is going to be kind of a series, an off series, a spin-off series, I guess, but I don't know how long this is going to take because we are talking about 488 pages here. 488 pages. You heard me right. Alright, so I was given this. Enclosed are the public data responsive to your request dated July 23rd, 2018, in which you see, quote unquote, any existing written records, lab reports, and the unexpected result logs in accordance to the DNA Advisory Board Quality Assurance Standards for Forensic DNA Testing Laboratories Standard 14 in regards to the Crowley family homicide which took place sometime in December of 2014 at 1051 Ramsdale Drive in Apple Valley. This was mailed to me, so I didn't really pay that much, less than $20 if I remember right, but we're live, peeps, and I appreciate you all joining right now. This is how this series is going to be, unfortunately, with my time schedule, with everything going on. There's not going to be a lot of warning as to when I go live, so I do apologize for that. I'm going to apologize for that right now, because it's all you need to do is make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. When it goes live, you will get a notice. If I have time to schedule it 30 minutes in advance, you'll get that notice too. Otherwise, this is what it's going to be like. We're live, and that's it. And we're going to go through these documents. Hopefully, I'll get some of the other group members to join us. Any group member is free to join at any time. You should know that number by now. If you don't, that's okay. I'll pull that up for anybody who wants to even join this live. I'm not sure how long I'll be here, but as long as I am, come on in. Minnesota BCA, Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension. This is the evidence chain of custody report. So this is where it starts. This is a long section here. This may be about 30-40 pages just here of what we're looking at. This is the chain of custody that we're looking at here. This is very important. I know a lot of people might skip over this. They might look at this and just say, "Oh, this is it. I'm done." But depending on what you're looking for, whatever evidence you are looking for, whatever the case, whatever gets at you, whatever you want to focus on, we have all those documents. You have access to all of those documents, not to help you prove what I think, but for you to do your own research, to further your research, and do with it whatever you will. Alright, so let's see. Why does this keep stopping? So we're going to go in here, and let's go ahead and take a look at some of this. So on 1/18/2015, the laboratory received from the crime scene collection, and we have all this stuff. They received the pistol, the Springfield Armory Model XD 40 Smith & Wesson caliber pistol, and they have the serial number XD546473. That is the alleged murder weapon. That's the murder weapon here. So this is item 1, and here's the chain of custody to what you can see where it starts at. 1/18/2015 at 4:26. I'm assuming this is military time. Yep, it is military time. So That's early in the morning. So we can assume that based on this document right off the bat, the gun itself left 1051 Ramsdale Drive on January 18, 2015 at 4:26 a.m. This was in the custody of Joe Cooksley. So Cooksley starts this off. All right, 2 days later, 1:20, 10:31 a.m. It's in the custody of the evidence tech, Julie Dornsife, and on and on and on. So you can see exactly the chain of custody with this and where it goes. Okay, and then if you skip down here, you can see that this was mailed back on August 3rd, 2015 at 11:20. This was mailed back to the department via UPS. So when they say department, I'm assuming they mean the Apple Valley Police Department. Okay. All right. So item 1A, you can see that. So it's kind of the same thing, but this is what they do. This is a very detailed way that they handle this. And if you want to know who's doing what, where the gun goes, how far it goes, all that, it's all right here. So 1A-2 is that slide of the murder weapon, and we can see what happens with that. I mean, it's very thorough here, and again, there's really not much here. They have, I think, one piece of evidence that puts the gun in David's hand, and aside from that, that's really it as far as the gun. There was a question that came up recently about there's some blood and what looks like hair on the butt of the gun, on the back of the gun, on the grip of the gun, the back of the grip of the gun. So that's another thing to kind of keep an eye out for, because that was never tested. So that hair, those fibers that they found, were never tested. And there's really not too much to discuss about item 1, but this all right here, again, if you just want to know what the chain of custody is for item 1, this is where you can find all of that right in here. So, okay. All right, so we'll be going over that, and just going to give a little sneak peek here, but again, stay tuned, and I look forward to coming back and discussing all of this in due time.